here's my audience. I get Ash. There she is. The information being given to you today comes from athletic scholarships, the history of basketball and where basketball started, basketball equipment and history, Olympic sport history, Holler Sherman basketball and its greatest players, history of basketball from Kansas history websites, and The Dream Team by Jack McCullen. The smell of leather sneakers, the echoing of the balls bouncing on the court. The smell of popcorn fills the air. Today, I want to talk to you about the history of basketball, my favorite pastime. First, I will talk about who invented basketball. Next, I will talk about its greatest players. And finally, I will talk about some of the 13 original rules, including ball changes. Dr. James Naismith was a physical education teacher in Massachusetts. According to George Lofhead, Dr. Naismith was faced with finding a sport that was suitable to play indoors during the winter at the School of Christian Workers in Massachusetts. According to Sherman Holler, Naismith asked the janitor to hang 2 boxes from each end of the gymnasium. The janitor was unable to find boxes, so he used 2 half-bushel peach baskets to hang at the end of the court. This is how the name basketball came to pass. Thus, the sport of basketball was born in Springfield, Massachusetts in 1891. Not only that, basketball began to spread worldwide in the early 1900s. According to Sherman Holler, basketball is the only major sport that is completely American in origin. The NBA was formed in 1949. The NBA flourished in its early years. According to the Basketball Equipment and History, the first known professional basketball game was played in Trenton, New Jersey. George Mikan played center for the Minneapolis Lakers. He stood 6 foot 10 inches tall, and he was a center. Mikan was the game's first dominant center, and his playing style influenced many other players. He played for the Lakers from 1947 to 1954. According to Sherman Holler, he scored 11,764 points in 520 regular season games. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 1959, and he passed away in 2005 in Scottsdale, Arizona. On September 1st, 1991, Michael Jordan was selected to play on the Dream Team. Jordan was one of the most iconic players in the history of basketball. Furthermore, basketball has started out with 13 original rules. Most still apply today. According to the history of basketball, where basketball started, one of the original rules was that the arms of the body must not be used to hold the ball. Today, this rule no longer stands. Another original rule that no longer applies is that when the ball that went out of bounds, it would be thrown into the playing field, and whoever touched it first would gain possession. Today, the team that touched the ball before going out of bounds loses possession. The original basketball was actually a soccer ball. The first balls made specifically for basketball were brown. In the late 1950s, a man named Tony Hinkle wanted a ball that would be more visible to players and the fans, and so thus the orange ball was introduced and still being used today. Today, I first discussed why basketball was invented. Second, I discussed basketball's greatest players. And finally, I discussed the 13 original rules and evolving of the basketball itself. Basketball has been played for more than 125 years. Basketball is a game that started with 18 men and is now being played by more than 300 people worldwide. Thank you.